Alright, so this first one says capital T of 1. That means there's going to be one trapezoid. One trapezoid for this function that I don't know what it looks like. So we know that we go from 0 to 2. We have a 1 in the middle. It says it wants one trapezoid. So if you have one trapezoid, it would be, one side would be this side and one side would be this side. But we do know how high they are too. Do you know how high those sides are or how long they are? Yeah, because we have f of 0 right here at 3. So this goes up to 3. And then we also have f of 2. That one also goes up to 3. So if I were to draw my shape, it would just be a rectangle. Okay, so
But you forgot the third one. You forgot.
wait, I don't need a third one because there's only one shape to draw. So I don't need f of 1 right now. So for t equals, or t sub 1, I would find this problem, the answer to this problem, by finding the area of that. Now some of y'all might be wondering, well, do I find the area of the trapezoid? That doesn't quite look like a trapezoid. Or do I find the area of a rectangle? They're both the same. Watch. Here's a trapezoid, 1/2. Then we have 3 plus 3 because those are the two bases. That's this side plus this side. And then you have the width, which is your height. So you put 2 right here. This is 6. 1/2 of 6 is 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. And if this was a rectangle, it's a 2 right here. And it's 3 right here. 3 times 2 is 6. So regardless of which one you found the area of, you still got it right. So what about the other one? The other one said t sub 2. How do I find that one? Well, that one, we're going to need to have this middle point right here at 1. So we know 0 is at 3. We know 2 is at 3. Where is 1? 1 is at 4, so it's slightly above it. At 4. Okay, so here is my first trapezoid. That one looks like a trapezoid now. So I'm going to go 1/2 times 3 plus 4. That 3 and that 4 are from this base and this base. We add those two bases together. And then we're going to multiply that by 1 because that's the height right here, which is the same as the change in x, delta x, or just the distance between 0 and 1. Then we're going to add 1/2. Hey, isn't this the same thing?
Yeah.
We have 4 and 3 right here. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing. So instead of writing all this stuff, let's just go like this. Times 2. Alright. So we're going to simplify this. 2 times the 1/2, just 1. And that one doesn't do anything. What's 4 plus 3?
7.
There's your answer. Okay, so we got our two answers. T of 1 is 6, T of 2, T sub 2 is 7. Now what about this one? For which graph in figure 16 will T sub n overestimate the integral? What about M sub n? Okay, so let's just talk about the difference between these two. We have an f, we have a function labeled as f, we have another function labeled as g. They're both increasing. But what are they different? How are they differ? How do they differ? One is concave up, one is concave down. So which one would be an overestimate for the T of n, T sub n? Would it be the G or the F? Yeah, go with G. Okay. If I let's just do 2. So we'll do these. That's more like a triangle, but anyways, that's slightly underneath the line. Now if I do 2 on this one, that one's slightly above the line right here. And I don't know, my line might stink. Maybe that line's supposed to be above the line slightly, ever so slightly. So when we are concaving up, trapezoidal sum will be an overestimate. What about the midpoint one? Not the trapezoidal one, the midpoint one. How would we figure that one out? Let's see. We're going to say say yes for this one, I guess. So for the midpoint trapezoidal sum, let's see. Let's break this up into 2 intervals. We'll do 2 intervals again. We'll have to go in the middle of those 2 and put our dot and draw a rectangle. And then we'll go to the middle of this one, put a dot and draw a rectangle. Does that look like an overestimate? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, because we have some parts of it sticking out, right? What would that be the same thing on this one? I mean, this one is concave up. Maybe it's different. Let's see. I go to the middle right here. It's a really small rectangle. And then I go to the middle in this one. Huh. Don't they kind of look the same? Look the same to me too. Which graph? First graph is overestimate. Oh, not yes. We'll say G. And for this one, we'll say both. Maybe. I mean, because both are either going to be an overestimate or maybe an underestimate. I don't know. We'll have to actually figure those out.